Good morning. Mike Scott here, the movie critic at the Times-Picayune in New Orleans and NOLA.com. Welcome back to the Movie Cave for today's Popcorn Breakfast. Today is Wednesday, September 10th, 2014, and we'll start today with 22 Jump Street, the New Orleans shot comic sequel. And if you remember how that film ended, it ended with a montage of increasingly ridiculous ideas for sequels to 22 Jump Street. Now it looks like Sony Pictures can maybe put one or two of those ideas to the test as they are moving forward with another sequel. 23 Jump Street is in the works. They brought on board a screenwriter, that's Rodney Rothman, who helped write 22 Jump Street. The screenwriting is going to be overseen by producer Neil H. Moritz, as well as actors Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, who all, of course, worked on 21 and 22 Jump Street. What's unclear at this point, though, not only when is it going to shoot and where is it going to shoot, it's unclear if it's going to return to New Orleans, but even more important is who's going to direct the thing. The previous two films were directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who of course have gone on to great success with the Lego Movie, which came out earlier this year. Very well received film. So reportedly the job of directing 23 Jump Street is theirs if they want it, although they're being non-committal at this point. So we'll bring you news on all the developments with 23 Jump Street as they occur. Moving on a little bit to another New Orleans film that's going to be getting a sequel, and that's Now You See Me, the magic-based thriller that starred a huge cast, including Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Isla Fisher, James Franco, Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman. They're all going to be back for a sequel, reportedly. No word yet on when or where this sequel is going to shoot. It is going to be directed by John M. Chu, who's going to be taking over directing duties for Louis Leterrier. But now the big news is now we have a release date. It's going to land in theaters reportedly on June 10th, 2016, which means that it's probably going to be getting started fairly quickly shooting here, and possibly as early as this fall, according to online rumors. Again, though, we don't know where it's going to shoot. We don't know if it's going to return to New Orleans, but we'll bring you all the information on that one as it develops as well. And then finally, today, with the NFL season getting underway, it's worth noting that there are a number of projects out there dealing with the NFL's concussion issues and the recent focus put on player concussions. Now it looks like one of those, the bigger projects is really coming together for Sony Pictures. It's an untitled film based on the GQ article Game Brain. It's going to star Will Smith and Alec Baldwin. It's going to really kind of focus on the behind-the-scenes research that led to a dramatic increase in public awareness of the concussion syndrome known as CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy. And now it looks like Albert Brooks is going to join the cast. This was reported yesterday by Variety. In addition, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who you remember made a name for herself earlier this year as the star of the period drama Belle, she may be joining the cast as well. So this one's really starting to come together. No word yet on when it's going to shoot, but it looks like it's probably going to be sooner rather than later, given how quickly the cast announcements are coming on this one. And that's all the time that I have for today. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.